Hi, hello, welcome. It is finale night. We're so excited to be here.
Ah.
We're not panicking at all. Hi, I'm Eli. I'm your MC for the night for No Peace and Death, How to Unring a Bell, our Urban Shadows finale. It's been a long road. It's been a very interesting road. And we're ready to bring it home. So before we get into all that, we're going to go ahead and do some introductions, and we'll go ahead and start with Jay. Hard mute in Zoom.
Let's try again. Hi, everybody. My name is Jay. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm online at Nala Wu. And tonight, for the very last time, I am playing Talis M, Wang, who uses they, she, and sometimes he.
I'm
You know the vamp
Kai.
playbook.
Oh, yep. I'm Kai. He, they, she pronouns. You can find me all over the place as Stella of Imlandris. And for tonight, I'll be playing the recently shattered wizard Finley Vice, who uses he, him pronouns.
Hello, I'm Izzy. I use she, they pronouns. I'll be playing Zaya Gray. I nailed it last time. Wolf playbook also uses she, they pronouns. So excited to get into it and probably not die.
Probably not.
Probably
But
not.
nothing's guaranteed. Anyway, I'm Eli. I use they, them pronouns. I am your MC for the evening. Whew, Lord. Um, if you see me breathe a lot, this is a big thing. So I'm trying to get through it, but we're going to get through it together. And it'll be so fun. Before we hop into the recap, some stuff to know for the chat. We do have commands that you can use to bring up different bits of information. Exclamation point US cast will get you our cast lists with all of our players and all of our Twitter players and GM and Twitter handles. Exclamation point US tip will get you our tip jar link, which I will go into a little bit more in a second. And then exclamation point USCW will get you our content warnings for the show. We are using safety tools on our end. Please make sure you are taking care of yourself on your end to make sure that you're good. Always check in with yourself, figure out how you feel, and adjust as necessary. Real quick, going back to the tips, because it is our finale after all, we decided to get some incentives going for the tip jar. You can see them right below my little face on the overlay, but I'll read them out for you real quick. So if you want to donate $5, you can donate a reroll for a player. And then $20, you can get a reroll for all the players. I'm sorry, that should be 15. Did my math wrong, but it's all good. $10, you can add 3 points to our modifier bank, which all the players will have access to if they need to add a point or 2 points to a roll of their choice if things get hairy. And then for $30, you can donate an advancement for all of the players. They can either take a regular advancement or a corruption advancement, whichever they choose, to make life easier and messier, however they see fit. We currently have a donation goal of $250. If we meet that goal, I get to do some fun things. I get to unleash chaos and basically turn the story a bit to surprise all of the players and myself. If we hit that goal, we'll reset the goal to another thing. If we hit that again, I will release chaos again. It will be unending until y'all run out of money, essentially. But those are our donation incentives for the game. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. I think with all of that, we can go ahead and do our recap and then hop into things. So, No Peace and Death. A little bit of an overarching thing to wrap us up. All of you attended the funeral of Mayor Henry Felton, who had been mayor of Dalton City for an extremely long time as a ghost, essentially. but somehow he died a very interesting death to all of you, it seemed. As things got revealed, it came to light that Henry Felton's death was the initiation of a ritual to bring forth a demon. While Henry Felton originally agreed to this, it came out later on that he was being tricked, and as well as everyone else that was involved in it, minus one person, Grigor, who was a trickster fae who originally was banished from the city along with every other trickster fae, but somehow found his way back in and is trying to bring forth jewels to cause more mischief. Throughout the course of this one very long evening, we have dealt with some missing siblings. We have encountered a fae party. We have almost killed someone, almost gotten killed by gargoyles. One of our characters has shattered themselves in an effort to protect both the city and their sibling. It's gotten hairy. It's gotten complicated. It's gotten the costs are high. In one last meeting between Jules, the demon, and our team, Jules gave one final opportunity to let go of their wants to keep Jules out. Jules has again and again said that they want nothing bad for the city. And this time they admitted that all they wanted was to be reunited with their child, Morgan. The team wasn't buying it. And even if they were, it was still going to cause a bunch of other problems. And it was just not worth it. Therapy was suggested several times, but Jules and the team seemed to be on opposite sides of this coin. They were transported back for what seemed to be the final hours of Dalton City. My players, are you ready?
Yeah.
That's about right.
Somebody's revving up.
Yeah, that one guy outside is ready.
Well, I
Thank
think
you,
it's...
random citizen.
We love your support. I do think it's time that we get started then. May 25th, 1922, sorry. Dear Diary, the end or the beginning? It's honestly hard to tell at this point. We've tried so much to stop the trickster court from taking over, but at what cost? We've lost so many, my best friend, my sister, the love of my life. The tricksters want this city and the foothold in the material, and they will not stop. Dalton will be no more than a cautionary tale about who not to make promises to. Dalton City will fall. I have to stop them. My brother told me this was far from my responsibility, but he doesn't understand. Dalton's my home, my life. If I can save it, I have to, no matter the personal costs. Things will be different, yes, but Dalton will be safe. For as long as I remain, Dalton will be safe. This ritual is high risk, but I have to try. For my best friend, for my sister, for the love of my life, for my city. Abraham, if you find this, if you come back to me and I am gone, know that I loved you until I left, and I will continue to love you after. Find peace in my death, as I did protecting what I love. The end or the beginning? Let's find out. Henry Felton. Talis, you find yourself staring at the words of the former mayor of Dalton City. In the same little packet that you have the ritual in. along with a very small sticky note. It simply says, Luca wields his own cure. And seems to be in the handwriting of Rogelio. You all sit in the center of town. It's quiet, unassuming. Luca is unconscious by the side of Finley. The sword still whispering, still shadows reaching out from next to him.
What did the sticky note say? I'm sorry. I'm taking in a lot of information.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit you. Luca wields his own cure.
Me, the player, knows that's about the knife that he had, right? Because he had a knife. He had the ghost knife.
Yes.
So many knives. I have the
Yes.
ghost knife.
To review for our audience, there are 3 important sharp objects. We have a ghost knife, we have a vampire dagger, and we have a soul sword. Yes. I'd like what's behind door number 3, please.
Luca has the soul sword. I have
Yes.
the ghost knife.
Yep.
And
they combine to make Megatron. No.
For real.
Who so did what's his face walk off with the vampire dagger, right?
Helio?
I feel like we had recently we grabbed it and then something happened.
Grabbed it, you got pulled into the
And then we
meeting with
attacked
Jules.
some. Yeah, okay.
After you got attacked by some gargoyles, you both are there still in the middle of the city together.
Do we have the little stabby?
You have the little stabby.
Yes, great.
Technically,
Wait,
all
which-
3 blades
which
are present.
Oh, we have all 3 of them now.
Yes.
All of them.
Sick. Okay, cool. Cool. I specifically because it names Luca, I'm gonna show it to Finley, or at least that part. And I want to look at the rest of the paper talking about the ritual that I want to do.
You hand the post-it note to Finley, just like you show it to him, and it takes him like 3 times longer to read anything. He like has a blown out capillary. He's not doing good.
You're dying. So actually, I will read it to you. And at the end of last episode, I called 911.
Yeah,
they're on their way.
They're on their way. Okay, cool. So I think I'm gonna try to get oh my gosh, thank you for tipping.
Thanks,
Yes,
guys.
thanks everybody.
Oh my gosh. We already filled the chaos bar. It's been like 5 minutes. Jeez. All right, time for chaos.
Yeah, so but, 3 advancements for everyone if you would like them.
Okay, wait a minute.
Did you say 3 or free?
3.
As in more than 2.
One more than 2. One less than 4.
Advancements.
Cool. We get into the spicy stuff now.
I guess I'll just up my stats because that's the fastest thing to do, and it will be helpful.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. While everyone's doing that, I will say that Finley does kind of like wipe some of the blood off and just kind of pats Luca, not trying to like wake him up, but just to assure himself that he's physically there. Because they haven't, besides fighting, really even touched very much. And he's like, this is real. for just a moment.
Yeah.
Quick mechanics question.
Yes.
Does your plus your stat bonus in
Mhm.
your circle match your status in the circle?
No, we're not using status. Status is
Oh,
useless
okay,
for this
cool.
game.
Okay, I will pick something different then.
Hold on.
So
So I think while we're here with the many blades accrued, everyone's here in varying stages of consciousness. So my character, whose name is Zaya, like sort of sits up, like shoves a bunch of blood out of their face from this recent gargoyle battle, and looks for their brother. I assume they're nearby.
Yeah, I think Amari is sort of he looks confused almost. Like he's not sure what just happened. You do remember Amari was not there with Jules with you, but somehow Amari is here with you now. But it seems like he's trying to like get his bearings, sitting sort of a few feet away from you.
I would like to throw a small rock at him. Just, hey, how much did you see any of that after the gargoyle bit where you took your time to come help me, your sister, before
Few of
now?
me, by the way, just letting you know.
Literally, you would not even be able to touch this among yourself. So I feel like if anything, we're even, but it's fine.
No, I kind of it seemed like we walked through the opening of the tent, and then I was here.
Was I?
Yeah.
I mean, I am now, but
Yeah.
cool. Let's say, like, hypothetically, we had a conversation and the world is ending. Like, what would you, hypothetically? And also, like, not the whole world, just
Not the whole world.
this section of it. Where
When you say this section, are we talking like this state, the United States?
like the Dalton area.
The Dalton area.
Yeah,
that has a
hypothetically, though,
population
I
of,
feel like you're
2.
focusing on the non-hypothetical part of the Dalton and not the hypothetical part of the maybe.
Here
Okay.
comes 911.
Sorry, my window's open. It's hot
You're all
today.
good. Yeah. I mean, that's a listen, Zaya. I have not been here long enough to care about this city really. If this city's ending, I'm gonna get the fuck out. I'm gonna try to save my ass and probably yours too.
I mean, yeah, okay, good. I feel like there was some struggle with that last time, so good luck. But yes, okay, great. You leave. Give me your phone number this time. Shoot me a text. Forget your friend Will, and we will catch up once this whole thing is figured out. I love this plan. Love this.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
We said that we were going to handle Will together, like now.
Right. Okay.
So-
But those hypotheticals, though, like have shifted. Remember just a second ago, and you were like, "Oh, I would get out of here and save my ass." Remember that? From like literally just now.
Okay. I feel like that would be a great plan if Will were stuck in the city, but Will is not stuck in the city. Will can also leave when shit starts hitting the fan, and you know where Will's gonna go.
We're not going
Will's
to
gonna
tell
find
Will
me.
any of this. We're just going to let Will quietly explode.
You think the end of Dalton is gonna be quiet? I'm pretty sure. How exactly is this even happening?
Oh man, it's unclear. I was not paying attention for a good chunk of that. It's just like a lot of grandstanding, as like villains are wont to do. And I find if you don't pay attention to them, they really lose a lot of their mojo. So, point is, you should get out of here. I'm gonna get my friends, and we're gonna go find these knives. We're gonna employ the knives.
Yeah, no. I'm not going.
We have this argument every freaking time. All right.
Yeah. So when you said the hypothetical of Dalton and like escaping or whatever, I assumed that you were going to use your brain and escape as well. Seeing as you're not using your brain, seeing as you for some reason have a want to stay here and try to stop the end of
We
a
just
city with a population of 3, um, I feel like it's my responsibility
Can
as your protector, as I've done so many times before,
yeah, so
um,
many times.
to stay
When-
here and make sure
Sorry,
you
I'm
don't
so sorry.
die.
My friend, please go ahead. My brother is spouting
no,
nonsense.
just when he says the population of 3, I just want Talise to have like is currently tending to Finley, making sure Finley's not dying, wondering where 911 is, and also trying to read this ritual. But uh when when Amari says a population of 3, I want Talise to turn around or over their shoulder, just like correct him with the population of Dalton, and then going back to what they were doing.
uh, okay, that I get that. I get that there's an actual number. I'm just saying that this is a one pony town. So
I'll have you know there are actually 38 ponies here.
where are the ponies?
I don't know, probably at some sort of pony establishment or a park. Like, where do you keep your ponies? I don't know. These questions
No
are not
pony
important.
establishments here. I'm saying. If you're saying, I'm saying.
Fine. Okay.
Simple.
Well, then I guess just, don't do that thing where you randomly just go away for a year or whatever.
You don't do that thing.
I did. I've never done. Okay, you know what? That's fine.
I'm just saying.
Make
Just
sure.
don't take a page from my book if you're so upset about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I hate your book. It's a bad book. 2 stars.
Good book. Don't lie.
Don't recommend it.
Finley, are you like good?
No.
Is there like an air conditioning running or something?
We're outside.
Oh, yeah. Then no, I'm okay.
No, you're not okay, and help is coming. Sometime.
Well,
You start to hear the sirens of an ambulance approaching. Sounds like they're just around the corner when they stop.
They stop around the corner.
The sirens stop.
Do we see anything?
I look with mine eyes.
At first, it is silent and you do not see anything. Then, from around the corner walks Lysander.
fuck.
Hi, Chaos.
Um,
Lysander walks around, hands behind his back, slowly approaching. And then behind him, floating maybe 20 feet in the air, is the ambulance. Empty, but still an ambulance in the air.
This is death illegal. I am almost sure you cannot do this.
Do I have the ability to reach over and grab this very frightening soul sword thing?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Great. Then I'm kind of not great going to grab that and stand up and just start to try and walk towards Lysander. Like, what do you have? What?
Talise tries to grab you to like stop you from doing this, but I think they are woefully unsuccessful.
I came to collect, but you apparently have gotten in the way. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Tell me where Morgan is, and I won't destroy you.
How
Instantly.
long has the Silver Crescent worked for Jules? How
So-
long?
Is this gonna be part of the 30 seconds? Just
The Silver
think so.
Crescent doesn't work for anyone. Jules is someone that we have a vested interest in. We saw someone that was of value to her, and we procured them.
That's your answer. You are going to sell this city for your vested fucking interest.
We're not selling the city, darling. We're owning the city. We hand over Morgan Jules. Jules works with us, helps us. We are mutually beneficial to one
Yikes. Bro, is that what she told you? Because she stay lying, man. I'm so sorry.
another. 15 seconds. Where's
Okay, so
Morgan?
it's part of the 30 seconds.
I am going to, despite any logic that would make this a smart idea, I am going to point the soul sword with its creepy shadow sweep at Lysander. I have as long as I want here.
You really think you're a match for me, Finley? Let's not forget your station within the society.
Finley doesn't need you. And I want to stand next to Finley.
Last chance.
Oh my god. Do you know how many ultimatums we've been offered tonight? This is not even the most exciting one. Give us something else, or you can be more exciting, or you can go. Also, sorry, who... that's rude. And we'll, like, turn aside just a little bit to Finley and Tilly's and be like, we know them from the party?
He's kind of my problem.
Sounds right. Okay, great.
Lysander, leader of Silver Crescent.
You're bros, that's right. Yeah. Hey, sir, madam, pronouns, fuck off. And I guess she'll just like pick up the vampire's dagger. They're not a vampire, but you know, it's something pointy.
Rather you touch that than me, haha.
You see, Lysander, I'm not going to tell you where Morgan is because I promised I'd keep him safe.
Well, it was worth the shot. I can always just take the information after you're dead anyway. No matter. And you see this ambulance, which has just been like frozen in the air almost, all of a sudden go from 0 to 60, headed straight for the three of you. I need keep your cool rolls from everyone.
Why would you throw an ambulance at us?
Ooh.
What was
That's
closest?
so mean and rude. Dang.
It is very mean and rude.
Okay, here we go. To ambulance dodge.
Keep your
I
cool
know.
as...
Roll for ambulance dodge. My
My
favorite stat in Urban Shadows.
Guys.
Casts ambulance.
We did get another donation, y'all.
Woo woo.
Holy
So
shit.
Whoa.
So chaotic.
You
everyone
guys.
gets-
Thanks, Katie.
Thank you.
Everyone gets a reroll. 3 to the modifier bank, and everyone gets an advancement. Sorry, I
I
can't read.
just rolled. I just rolled fucking double sixes.
Yo!
Nice.
Oh, it's a good thing that we got that reroll because that's a 4.
Ooh, you want to
I
use
went
it?
+2, so I
Use
rolled
it.
a 14 total to keep my
Nice.
cool.
Keep your cool as which stat?
Excuse me. I want to say it's
Spirit.
Spirit.
I think it's
Yes.
spirit.
You are correct.
Oh man,
But I have a vampire.
Thank
thing
you
that
for
lets
the
me roll something
reroll.
else instead.
Ha ha ha! Because wow, that was gonna be so bad, and now we're great. As a 12.
Nice.
As a cucumber, baby.
That's a 9. I could use this
Oh.
reroll, but Katie knows how I like to play. I'm gonna add some spice. We're adding some spice. Let that
Hell yeah.
violin, ambulance, hit Zaya right in the face. I don't know where the violin came from. I apologize.
Violin.
I don't. Yeah, it's the arts.
You said it was a 9 though, correct?
I did. So it's like not even that bad. It's like
Yeah,
half an
it's-
ambulance.
It's you can avoid it at a cost. Amari's gonna try to save you here.
Fingers.
Oh.
Classic Amari.
He won't like go unconscious, die or anything, but he's gonna take the damage if you don't take it. Your choice.
So really briefly, we just talked about this sort of last session. 5 harm you take on a scar, right?
If you ever reach 5, you can take on a scar to negate the harm. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, that's right. You're fucked up.
You can take just a little bit of damage. Can we split the damage?
Yeah, split's fun.
Love that for us.
Splitsies. Let's go splitsies on the damage.
Yeah, I don't want to throw him all the way under the bus, but I am.
Good thing it's
Actually,
not
now,
a
yeah,
bus.
it's
It's the ambulance bus. Wow, we're so funny.
we're hilarious.
How does everyone dodge out of the way?
I think I actually slightly phase through part of it because of a new spicy thing I have.
Let's see it.
Great question. How does Talis, wearing an evening gown, dodge out of the way of an ambulance going 60 miles an hour? Great question. Let me think on that for one moment.
All good. Zaya, do you have anything that you want to try to do to get out of the way?
Yeah, I think Zaya sees this ambulance coming and starts to move and maybe sees that Amari isn't moving fast enough. It's like, of course, figures. Although that may or may not be true. She just assumes that it's going to be true because trauma. And makes the decision to just kind of wolf out one more time, knowing that this is going to, like, this will be that time. This is going to set her in the critical scar section, but is like, whatever, I've got to try this. I don't see how else we can do this, and like fully just like body them both out of the way.
Yeah. I think it's a bit intense, and you have to like act very fast, and the quick transformation does a little bit of harm to yourself.
Can I turn into smoke?
Nice.
Hell yeah. Real cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is another power that Finley and Zaya, I don't think either of you've seen me do this either. But I think as I see this thing coming, knowing that I'm wearing heels and I'm wearing a dress, there's no way I can move fast enough. So there is a puff of black smoke, and I disappear for a moment And I like to think it's a cool thing where like the ambulance lands like right where I was, and like my smoke kind of like billows out, and then I just like appear kind of next to it,
Nice.
looking really cool.
I actually,
His
I think
sunglasses.
Finley is watching this happen and just being like, "What the hell's going on?" and doesn't even clock the like full approach of the ambulance, and is actually like reaching out to stop it from like, you know, natural instinct, like put your hand out when something's gonna hit you, and it passes through him for a second.
All of you avoid getting absolutely bodied by this ambulance. Um, and Lysander stands, and I think you see him channel something that Finley has definitely seen. But you sort of see him just like reach into the ground, somehow shove his hand through the asphalt, and this
Can I like if I see him doing this, can I try to munch from him? I don't know like what
Yeah,
specifically I'm taking from him, but I wanna
go ahead and
feed
roll to
off
feed.
of him.
Get
Hey,
that
bud,
roll
you look
to
busy.
munch.
Can I
Let me
munch?
just let me just
Well,
get a
he's
nibble.
preoccupied. How do I do this? I roll. Okay, I'm rolling. Yeah, cool. Okay, that is a 9. A
Let me
9
look
to
at your thing.
launch. So when I feed on someone, on a 10, I can get all 3. On a 7 and 9, choose 2.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna take the +1 forward, and I want to learn a secret about him because he can suffer 3 harm. I don't care.
Elisa, get fucked.
Yeah, get fucked. You tried to kill me. I don't care.
So I think the surface emotion that you get as he is attempting to channel um, is a lot of rage, um, specifically directed at. I think you get the like feeling of him seeing Finley as ungrateful.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, I like to think that I'm like stealing also like his concentration. Like I want to try to make it so that he can't focus on
yeah,
this.
yeah. I think you're able to definitely. But in that like focusing, you get something else. This isn't the only avenue he's taking to find Morgan. He's working with Will,
Fuck.
and Will is on her way to Charles's house. Apparently, they don't know where, but they are pulling on all of their contacts.
Gonna stab her.
Yeah.
Stabby, stab, stab, stab.
I think. How much is 3 harm in the context of this game?
3 harm is that it's that hurty. It hurty a lot. I think max harm for anyone is like 5. Any like normal person.
That's fun.
Yeah. What? And then that person takes like a fun nap.
Like a long nap.
Like a
So-
fun
Human?
brief
because we're in the last one and y'all are y'all hurting. So if you hit 5 and you do not take a scar, you do die.
nap. Oh no.
Everyone has an in move on their sheet that's located like right below your harm and scars. and that move activates when you die.
All right, good to know.
How's Lysander doing?
Yeah, how is he doing? Because depending on how he's doing
Yeah.
is going to affect what Talis is going to do next.
Same.
The channel is definitely interrupted, and you see almost like the ground like rejects his hand and spits it back out before any of the energy can fully take hold. He looks desperate, almost feral, definitely. And his next thing to do is actually going to be to run at Finley directly.
Can I channel while all this is going on?
Sure.
Cool.
Can I attempt something silly? Can I try and trip him or something?
Oh, buddy. That is the highest I've ever rolled in this game.
Oh.
Yo!
Mwah. That is...
Bring it home for the finale, baby.
Yeah, man, I can roll above a 8, guys. Let's see here.
Proud of
That's 14 to channel.
Holy shit. Yes.
It is
Two
very
14s
successful.
tonight.
Successful enough that you can immediately do something. Talis, I'm going to say, since you just fed and you're sort of getting that information and processing it, it's going to be like a second before you can react.
Okay. Totally fine. I am sitting there processing, sorting through the emotions, and I'm trying to formulate a plan.
I am going to, as I channel and kind of as the night is beginning to, end finally, the asphalt around us, I just like draw in some of the like darker pools in the asphalt, and I am actually going to lash out at Lysander, and I'm going to try and hit him with elementalism, something I haven't done before.
Do it.
So that is turn to violence.
That's so cool.
I definitely know what I'm doing. That's totally a thing. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you got this.
Cool. And because of spicy reasons, I get to roll the spirit, which is great. 12.
Yes.
I can finally roll.
How do you end your superior?
You could have treated me like a person. I'm not your servant, Lysander, and just uses this, still probably a bit of asphalt in it, bit of magic to just like whip out and wrap around him. And almost, I don't think that Finley has done this very much, and throws Lysander to the ground, not expecting it to do as much harm as it ends up doing.
Yeah. I think Lysander, not expecting this very powerful outburst, is very much caught off guard, and before he can even respond, on the ground.
And
He's
Finley
not the
walks.
only one looking for Morgan. Will too. When I fed from him, I sensed it.
Where's Will? What?
Headed to Charles' house. We need to go there right now.
While like he's still kind of paying attention to the conversation, he walks over, and like the last of this goopy asphalt magic, he just kind of shakes his hand, and all the like little pebbles fall off onto Lysander, and he just spits on him and walks away.
You start to walk away before you hear a tear very loud ripping sound come from behind all of you. And the three of you hear in your head a very familiar voice, very friendly voice. I'm going to try to do something to help you all out a little bit. It's getting a little bit hairy here in the Feywild, but you guys got this. You turn around and you look through the tear, and pushing Will through, you can see on the other side of the tear is Charles Sherhart's house, and standing on the front porch is Ronan, who shoves Will through this tear and then immediately closes it back.
My babe.
Ronan!
Ronan! Fabulous.
I immediately turned towards Zaya, who has the vamp dagger still, I think, right?
Mm.
And also looking towards Amari because it's Will.
Amari is has shrunk a little bit, I will say. It's very different to talk about killing the person who has blackmailed you versus them standing in front of you while you wield the weapon.
Understandable.
I think Zaya's like just splayed on the ground where she tackled her brother, sort of watching all this and sort of thinking like, this is so dumb. I want to go home and take a shower and go to bed. Which again will be the indicator of what would have been 5 harm, getting herself and her brother out of the way. But I think what I'm going to try and do is like, fueled kind of by seeing Will suddenly appear. I'm going to roll to let it out and heal 2 harm so that I can, not be dying.
That's good. That's good.
Well, we'll see how it
Please don't
goes.
be
This
dying.
might be use my good thing I have a reroll.
I would
Have a
very much,
reroll.
Yeah,
And the
yeah,
party
because
has
that's
3
a
in the
6.
bank.
We're re-rolling.
very much would like all of you to not be dying, please.
Okay. That is. Remind me what a let it out is. Is that a
Spirit.
spirit? Okay. All right. That's 7, which is not a
Interesting.
failure.
So on a 7, you mark corruption and you activate the ability. I'm going to tell you how the effect is costly, limited, or unstable.
Excellent. Can do that. So Zaya's kind of a mess and is just sort of laying there. Some part of her is thinking like, this is probably not great. Like, don't love this for me. But most of her is like, my stupid brother and his dumb friends. Can you me? And like, it's just sort of like, on her side there, still probably in wolf form. But sees Will come through this thing and feels more than sees Amari behind her, like kind of shrink, and sort of rolls to her feet with like this like guttural growl, like, I'm gonna save your ass. She doesn't say this because wolf form still, just like, I'm gonna save his fucking ass again. And he's just gonna be a jerk about it. He's gonna be like, oh, look what I did. But she does this thing, and as she's standing, unleashes some wolf power, I'd say, that maybe just looks like throwing your head back, a quick howl at the moon, and this like silver light just descends upon her and closes most of these wounds, so she can at least like sort of stand face down this Will guy person. Dagger, like, I guess right now clenched between her teeth. If she could speak, it'd be something sort of like in lines of like, we've been looking for you all night, you piece of shit. I just want to go home and watch Grey's Anatomy. I think she's gonna go for him. Just got right there, just attack Will.
Yeah. I will tell you how the thing is costly, a little unstable.
Yeah, fair.
The wolf inside gave you a lot of energy in that moment to heal up, and it is riled up. So there's going to be a little bit of a lack of control.
Sure,
with
sure.
your,
As you know, standard wolf stuff.
Yeah. So you might do a little bit more harm than intending when attacking, but
What are you gonna do?
Oh
you know?
no, not to Will.
bad guy.
Oh,
Oh
no.
shit.
Our bestie. Yeah. So she's gonna go at Will like
Yeah.
jaws, claws, and stabby do
Jaws,
Cool.
claws,
Give me a turn
paws, and stab.
all the things.
Give me a turn to violence. Also, a very quick thank you to everyone who has donated so far. We've reached 350. Y'all are amazing.
Chaos bar times 2 already?
Times 2.
Again?
We hit 3.
Wow.
crap.
What team? You guys, I'm gonna get some different dice, but that is an 8.
Oh,
It's good. It's still good. So, what is the base damage of your attack?
Oh, that's a good question. I haven't used that in a little bit, but it's not bad. Hang on.
don't we have a bank of modifiers?
We
There's
can
3 in the
add-
bank right now. Yeah.
So you could add a plus something to your
Plus
roll
1
as
or
well.
whatever. Because 1 will get you there,
2
right?
or 3.
And it was an 8, so 2 will get you to a full success, but 8 is still a partial. You're still gonna do what you wanted to do. Either way.
Cool. Okay, so base harm is a 2. Let's see. And then a plus, or it's armor piercing. So if they have any armor, ignored.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and bump that up to 3 harm because
Yay, 3 harm.
wolf. But in exchange, as you go for Will, you are able to get her with one of your claws, but not before she bites. Right in the neck. You're gonna
Ooh.
take 1 harm. It's only
Right in the
1,
neck.
but you
Okay.
can feel sort of the energy draining. Something
we're
about
back
this
up to
bite
4
is
harms.
a lot.
But hey, we're no longer dying, and I stabbed a vampire.
Yep.
So yeah, I think like not quite midair. She'll get a couple as many bruises as she can, and then just again sort of collapse the other side of Will. But, her like a little bit of a neck injury, right around this area.
Cute.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep
great.
that PG. Just somewhere like in this, there's a little bit of a wound. In
Also,
the
she bit a
facial
wolf.
neckle region. Yeah, that's
She
a weird
bit a
thing.
wolf.
A
Yeah.
mouthful of
you
fur right
weirdo.
now.
Yeah.
I want to
Very
clarify
unpleasant.
when I feed from you, it's a pleasant experience for you. When she fed on you, ooh, bad.
It's like
For
shocking
Lysander,
almost.
that was not a pleasant experience
Yeah,
for
Zaya's
Lysander.
like, what? Is this pain? What? Ugh.
What's everyone else doing?
Is Will still up?
Yes. Will is still up and seems
What's Amari
phased.
doing?
Amari is looking for an opening, looking to figure out what he needs to do to make this happen.
Who's got the vamp dagger now? Is it still you, Zaya?
Zaya's got it. I think seeing the fray kind of happen very quickly, Finley shoots his arms out, and the last of the sticky asphalt magic goes spraying out and actually sticks to both of you. You both have a +1 to armor for the rest of the scene.
All over my nice designer dress.
It'll come up.
It blends. Okay,
Thank you for the
armor. I think give me a Give me a mind roll, Zaya.
I want everyone to know I did switch dice. However, they did roll a 2 and a 3. So that's
You want
That's
to dip
a
into the
bonkers.
bank or
what
Yeah,
what
do
does the
we
bank
still-
do?
Get
We
You
into
have
the
can-
like a bank
bank.
of
Yeah.
rerolls, I think.
No, we have a
How
bank
many
of
re-
3 modifiers to
Yeah.
add.
5. Oh god, that'd be like 2 to make a difference.
Mhm.
Do it.
Okay. Plus 2. Thanks, team.
do it, and then people can donate to give us more.
Please save our
Using
players.
things.
Save them. It's not like I'm putting them in danger or anything.
Also, she hurt your brother. Do it.
That's true.
Yeah, and we have rerolls too. If you
Oh,
don't
yeah,
wanna
wait,
use
did
from
we
the
get a
bank.
second reroll?
Maybe,
Wait, is it just me?
possibly.
Am I the
I
only
think
one who
it's,
didn't use
I
it?
think
Oh,
it's
I see.
just Talise that still has a reroll. I use
Yeah,
mine
that feels right.
immediately.
Yeah.
Quick. You feel an intrusion into your mind. It's abrasive, but it's familiar. As you feel the voice of Amari just say, I have to hold her in place. You do the dagger, and then she's out. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is this? You know
This
what? We'll talk
is-
about it later.
Okay. And you see him run in her direction and try to like fake her out as he's coming towards her so that he can get behind her. However, she is too quick. She's been doing this too long.
Oh no.
And you see her grab him by the throat. What do you do?
Would like to. I'm going to try and roll to let it out again.
Mhm.
Perform a ferocious feat of lupine strength and speed. So even though she's like on the ground, somewhat out of it, and possibly too far to do anything, I think seeing her brother in immediate danger just like flashes back through the last year, and is like, I'm not going to let him be taken away from me again. Fuck that. And just kind of turned into like a gray streak, just as like all 4 paws on the ground, and then thrust themselves forward to. I think we're gonna go like Twilight New Moon, and like try and just gently tear off a little bit of a limb, just snap that right off.
Gently tear
Yeah,
off a
again and
little
again,
limb.
the most PJ way possible, just a little snap that right
The
off
most
at the
PG
elbow.
dismemberment.
Gently.
Yeah, give me that
It's a clean cut, actually.
roll.
No blood.
All right.
Somehow Zaya's teeth
See,
cauterize the
vampires
wound.
don't have blood, do they? Like, technically.
It doesn't flow.
I mean, you have blood,
Mm-hmm.
theoretically, yeah.
It just kind of sits there.
All right, that one's better. That is a 11.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
The 10 plus. You can either ignore the corruption or the complications.
Let's get rid of those complications. No complications here.
Perfect.
Just want to snap a limb right off. Again, so clean.
You've watched
And-
so much Grey's Anatomy.
Yes.
I'm able to fall back on my knowledge, my absolutely accurate medical knowledge.
I think Finley and Talis, you see Amari lifted off of the ground in this person's hand. And before they can do anything, say anything, they're back on the ground. The hand is still there. But also on the ground now is Will laying down with Zaya on top. The arm is disconnected.
It snapped right off.
Stab her.
Damn her!
Yeah, I would
You
love
want to go for
to.
the stab?
I would love to stab.
Give me a keep your cool roll.
Ooh.
Be
To
so
refrain
cool.
from killing.
Great. Yeah, I was gonna say, and I'm going to. That seems like it's gonna be tricky because I'm, not all there.
Mhm.
Keep your cool. Hang on. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Is that a train?
That is a train. I do live
love
next
a
to a train.
train.
Keep your cool is my spirit. Oh, cool.
Spirit.
Okay, so that is actually 8. 8. No.
Yeah.
No, wait, yes. 9. 6 plus 3 plus 1. 9.
9.
Yay.
Excellent.
Math.
Woo, math.
Okay. Okay. I'm
Okay.
going to allow it. I'm banking that complication for later.
I'll take it.
Cool. Do you... You can't say anything.
I know. I was like, dang it. All of my I would like maybe a stab and then
Yeah.
I was going to say let herself fall out of wolf form, but I actually don't know if that's possible right now.
I'm real cool. I'm going to say in this moment, in the heat of all of it, you can talk in your wolf form.
Great. Okay, so I'm just pretend there's like this guttural undertone of a little bit of Zaya, but mostly wolf growl. So she's there like pinned on and has Will pinned underneath her, with her jaws like inches from Will's face, and is like, I know that we just met. And so there's no way for you to know how long I've been looking for my brother so I can kick his ass. You are not part of that equation. You are not part of any equation because you are nothing. Come at my family again. This will be much worse next time, and I will figure out how to make it a next time. Don't you worry about that. And then just a quick stabbing. Just a quick in and out. Boop.
Schlork.
The stagger goes in, and at first you see Will smirk and then start to say something and then just stop, almost like they're gasping for like air and to be able to move before they are still, their body gray.
This is the knife where if you take it out, they come back, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll
then-
not be in the quick in and out. I'm just gonna quick in there and
Quick
then
in.
Yeah,
keep it
I
down.
think Talis tells you don't take it out. Like I think Talis will yell at you to like leave it in.
Just leave that right there. A little bit of duct tape over that.
It's the flex tape.
Please. As you see the color drain from Will's face, you see something fall out of her hand. 3 vials.
Oh. Whoa.
It looks a lot like the Fey alcohol that y'all had seen, but something about it just radiates warmth in a very comforting way. Above the table, y'all should probably drink these because these are healing potions.
Love that.
Snatch these up.
What was I gonna say? One of you can have mine because I have not taken any
It should
damage.
definitely be Zaya.
Yes.
I just look like I got hit
Split.
by a truck. There's not a lot to do for me except for like
Mm.
one little harm.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Each
Yeah,
one
'cause
will
you took the
heal
scar,
you
yeah.
2.
Oh,
Okay.
sure. I'll take a couple.
Yeah.
You can have mine. Talis looks fine, apart from the asphalt on my nice dress. I look totally fine. I think I look tired. It is way too late. It is way
Yeah.
past my
Yeah, it's
bedtime.
That's my
That's-
bedtime.
It's late.
Pyrrhic bedtime, really gets you when you miss it.
Yeah, like I don't think Talise needs to sleep because, being undead and all that. But I
They've
think
become
they
accustomed
like
to it.
sleeping. They like
Yeah.
sleeping. They treasure their sleep.
The ritual of sleep.
Mm.
Um,
The dreams for me.
Yeah.
yeah, I think Finley does look at Talise, who's been like, ambulance, you're gonna get help, and Finley just like pops that and throws it back.
Just look at
I
the
don't think the
ambulance where it
ambulance is
landed.
coming.
Yeah, and it's like, it seems not super helpful.
There's some gauze in there.
Yes, we are all medical professionals.
Not
Yes.
not the time or the place, but Talise seeing Will taken care of, um a bit selfishly is very happy that Will is not in the picture anymore. My main girl boss rival defeated.
Only
Haha.
one.
um,
Zaya, I will say, if you would like, you can fall out of wolf form at this point, since the danger has passed. I will not throw another thing at you in these streets.
Yeah, she'll do that and just sort of like come back to once more fairly beat up and sort of like exhausted, but gives Amaria like the most "I told you so" look ever, and then because she can't resist it, like fucking told you so, and then grabs one of those potions and just like there's no need to like do like that smash and like rip thing, but she's gonna the whole thing and then just do a shot of healing potion.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say, does
got
she
it.
do it like a shot?
Amari sort of just looks at you for a moment, Zaya, and then you blink, and then all of a sudden, he is hugging you.
Aw. She sort of like stands there like, what is this? What's happening? Is this an attack? Are you attacking me? And then is, oh, shit. Well, and like starts to go off into this whole like, oh, a sarcastic thing and can't fin it. Like she gets 2 words out and then hugs him back. Just like stands there for a second, like trying not to cry and just like, look, your stupid friends are weird and you can, I guess, like fuck whoever. Just
I don't want to have this
I
conversation.
don't want to have this conversation right now either. I'm just saying, look, we can do this together, and then we can go back to emailing or texting or just stay alive tonight, and then please don't leave again. Deal?
Deal.
Cool. She backs off a second and she's like, yeah, whatever. It's cool. Totally. It's a nice shirt, I guess, that you have. It's good.
You look down at the shirt. It's actually covered in like blood and different like colors of things. Not.
It's like a cool aesthetic. Whatever. You wouldn't get it.
Oh my god.
You all are in the street. Talise, earlier you wanted to look at the ritual, but things got
Yeah,
the way they
things
got.
got hairy real quick. Thanks, Chaos Bar.
You want to do that now?
Yes, I would like to look with mine eyes upon the ritual.
You look it over. The beginning of it is very simple, it seems. It's almost like a recipe where it lists out all the ingredients at first, everything that you're going to need physically. All
What do we
things that
need
you
physically?
could.
What do we need physically?
You're going to need some plants. You're also going to need coal. And then finally, holy water. All things that you can get very easily without having to RP anything. You read through the steps of finding the ingredients in the right way. binding them actually to a knife, one that has not seen magic yet, but will be
A
used.
fourth knife.
A fourth knife that will be used and consumed in the ritual.
Does it specify what kind of knife? Like, can we use like a butter knife or like?
It
kind of
needs to be
knife?
able to cut.
So a butter knife.
I mean, maybe you could if you
Can
have
cut
enough
butter
force.
with it.
You need to be able to cut flesh.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
The last section is the most, I won't say troubling because I won't tell you how you feel about it, but it is essentially the person who the city is being bound to will die. They will not stay dead, as that is the nature of the ritual, that they become a specter with their soul being bound to the city.
Ah, so and then the diary entry makes sense because that's what
Yes,
the other mayor did.
that's exactly what the other mayor did and how he became mayor.
Is this a requirement to become mayor to do this?
A lot of hoops to jump through for public service.
Mm.
It's not a requirement for the mayor, but after he did it, it was just like, of course he's the mayor. He's bound to the. Who else is it gonna be? It's like
Cool.
someone could have run against him, but they would have lost. Like,
Yeah, I can't remember like when. I think it was during episode 3, but you mentioned there was someone who was gunning for the mayor seat. Do you remember who that is? Anybody?
it was the Silver Crescent, actually. They were
Lysander,
trying to Lysander specifically, yes, but the whole organization was basically trying to have control over the city. And that is also what would have happened if they would have taken Morgan to Jules.
Boo. Okay, cool.
Ooh, tomato, yeah.
Yeah, tomato. It's fine. So I think as the both of you are all like recuperating, I think Talis has stepped to the side just to like read this thing. Because I think they only got through the diary entry before, chaos. And I think they're just quiet, just standing off to the side, looking at this, reading it, and rereading it.
While they're having deep thoughts, seeing Zaya and Amari, I look back at my brother as he's still unconscious.
Yeah.
Uh,
Somehow
him a
slept
firm
through that
poke.
whole thing.
And I just go back over and sit with him.
I'm gonna give you this for free, Finley. You know what needs to happen in order to get your brother back in the way that he's supposed to be. Not necessarily alive, because he did die, but without the weight on his soul that is causing all of this.
Ghost knife.
You can use the soul scarring knife very deliberately to remove part of a soul. It is tricky and it is costly if you don't get it perfectly right. But it is possible.
Cool. kind of look over this frightening knife thing. And I think I look back at the end of Zaya and Amari's interaction, where Zaya is obviously very cool and never had any emotions around the whole situation.
I mean, totally. I don't even know you would mention because
Yeah.
obviously.
Do I think I could do it here, or is this something that would maybe be improved? The chances would be improved elsewhere.
You could prepare this space to be what you need it to be. I think alternatively, you know that there are places in the city that are primed for magical rituals of all types.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably a place that has been visited a few times tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will wait until the others recuperate and for Talis to do what they're doing. But yeah.
I think they turn around to face the two of you with this paper in their hand, and they just say, I need to do this.
Okay.
Do you need help?
I might need help. Is it something I can do by myself, or would I need help?
Another part of the ritual, you do need people to help bind you. You need people to ground you during the ritual.
Cool. Then Talis will say, yes, I need help.
All right.
Cool. Hey, can we get takeout first? Just Wendy's?
We have to eat at some point, yeah.
Well, we have to eat.
Okay. And I think Talis will just nod. And I think I'm gonna grab the rest of my stuff. We have is Amari is not down, right? Amari is conscious. Okay, so it's just Luca that's out. I don't have my car, so I think call a fantasy Uber. We're gonna go
Fantasy Uber.
fantasy Uber.
We're gonna need a Uber XL for this one, but
Yeah.
We can. Where do you want to go? Besides McDonald's. Wendy's.
Wendy's. Gonna go to Wendy's. Wendy's drive-through. Let's go.
This is literally the Avengers after credits scene where they're
Yeah,
all
this is
just
the shawarma.
eating in this section.
Wait,
this is our shawarma.
Yeah. And actually, I think instead of actually fantasy Uber, because I think Talis knows someone who can drive them places if they need. So I think
Fair.
I'll call.
I think at the very least, one of your grad students is awake, even though they shouldn't be.
Dakota. Yes, I'll call Dakota.
Good. We can
One
use,
NPC I made.
we can use my sanctum if you want.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm going to I'm just gonna call. I'm not even gonna text first. I'm just gonna call Dakota.
Hello?
Dakota, it's me. I need a ride.
It's like 3 a.m. Why are you out at 3 a.m?
I wish I could tell you. We're at the center of the city. Can you come get us?
Yeah.
Zaya would like to make party sounds in the background.
Finley joins, but it's very bad.
Here we are partying.
This is a party.
Yes, parties.
Talis is gonna take a couple steps away and just like pull the phone, like just say like, what, like, be quiet. I'm talking on the phone.
Yeah, I can come get you, no problem. Do you need me to take you home?
No, we want to go to Wendy's and then we are going to go somewhere. We're going to my friend's place.
So getting food for Munchies and then going to your friend's place. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Does this mean I don't have to turn in the next paper?
We'll talk.
That's not a no. And hangs up. You all wait and see the car arrive. That Dakota is ready to chauffeur all of you. Looks at the unconscious body, then decides against
Party.
it. Decides against approaching that.
Party too hard.
And Dakota drives off. The camera lingers for a second and pans towards the alleyway. We see Grigor. Sort of just staring, watching all of this unfold, it seems. And then smiling. One last piece. And we fade to black. And go ahead and take a break.
Mama.
Ah!
Ha! We're gonna take a 5 to 10 minute break, gather ourselves, and we're gonna come back for the last bit of this. Thanks to everyone who has donated so far. Y'all are amazing. Feel free to keep donating, and we'll keep having stuff for you. But yeah, we'll be back very soon.
Thank you all.
And we are back for the last time. Yeah, so my players, my characters. Hi, Cattail.
That's
You all
Luca.
arrive at Finley's sanctum. You're able to get inside, no problem. I'll say, Finley, you have all of the physical supplies that would be needed for this ritual, for both rituals. And you can take the time to get set up, to talk through what needs to happen for this ritual, for these rituals. Yes.
Just really quick, I don't want to derail too much, but I just want to know, what do you order at Wendy's drive-thru?
I do need to know this. How many nugs?
Spicy nugs. Oh, how many? 8? I don't know if that's a number you can order, but that is what Zaya will request.
Finley never does this. Like, he's a bodyguard essentially with a big nerdy streak. He's like, what do people order here? I don't understand.
I don't think Talis eats at Wendy's either.
Yeah,
so
Zaya
the
will
two of
happily
us
order
are
for
just...
everyone.
Yeah.
Talis will pay for it and also treat Dakota for driving us.
Dakota, seeing that the professor has offered to pay, orders a full Caesar salad, a baconator, 2 baconators actually, and the baconator fries. And then like maybe 20 nugs, spicy and not spicy. All sweet and sour sauce.
Talis's facial expression kind of is like, wow, they really don't give you that big portions if you're ordering that much food. That's what their face is saying.
Wow, humans must need to eat a lot. I've forgotten that.
Yeah, pretty much. Talis is full, actually. I fed on, I think, 3
Yeah.
people tonight. I'm very full.
Snack time.
Munching, yeah. Anyways, we're at the sanctum.
You're at the sanctum. You're able to talk to what you need to make these rituals happen. which would you like to try first?
When we get there, after warning people to not step in certain places in his weird upside down sanctum, there's like interdimensional portals and things in here. Just don't worry about it. He's actually gonna put Luca. He has a like mystical cell in the corner, and he's like, I'm just gonna put this here, because the priority has got to be the city and Talis. In fact, I don't think he's mentioned that he knows how to fix Luca at all, because he's like, this has got to be what we're doing.
Yeah, so Talis will place the ritual recipe-esque thing on the table. I think they'll like clear away some like empty coffee cups to make some room for this paper and place it down on the table. And I think they'll just start reading it out loud to everybody about the plants, the coal, the holy water, etc. Knife. I think Talis will pull out their knife that they have. It's a very nice, like some really fancy, expensive switchblade. Some like mother of pearl shit. Like it's a fancy fucking switchblade. And I'll pull this out and say, and basically say we can use this. And then at the very end, once they get to the part about the fact that I'm gonna have to die, I think they pause for a moment, and then tell everyone that in order to complete this, they will have to die.
But
I dye a t-shirt, dye your hair, dye what do we need to get another thing? Because actually if you go to Old Navy like right now you can get 3 for a couple bucks.
Die as in dead. Die.
Right. So no. But we can get
Yeah.
you those t-shirts.
What the hell, Talis?
It is. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I have to do this. It is the same. It's the same ritual that Felton did.
Why does it have to be you?
Else.
I mean, we just killed like a bunch of people. I can get that Will person back. Just snatch a little knife out. We can force them into some sort of ritual.
But
and
this
then...
is how you banish Jules, and that's what they want, is to have Jules here.
If I bind myself to this city, Jules will not be able to come.
And you won't be able to leave?
I don't leave anyways. Well, sometimes for conferences, but I can do those virtually now.
But what about all the other being alive stuff? Like Wendy's. You can't tell me you never want to go to Wendy's again. Don't tell me you never want to go to Wendy's again.
I'm already dead. I died a long time ago.
You'd be
dead. Yes.
Yeah. Listen, if this is gonna stop Jules, I'm not the person that's gonna stop you, but you are valuable to this city as you are.
I can be the person. I'm okay with that. I'll be the person who stops you. I've got a vampire knife. Like, obviously, I don't want to have to use that, but I think we can find another solution. Surely there has to be some other way to do this. This is absurd. How are we even having this conversation? You can't just go. You can't just die. That you have students and appointments and very nice apartment. What about your car? All of these things just need you here.
Well, my car, I wouldn't need to drive anymore if I can float everywhere. I think I mean, look, it has to be me. Because the person that is bound to this city, you are like together forever. And no one loves this city as much as I do. No one. So it has to be me. And I want to do this. You are muted.
Dang it. Well, it's lost. Assuming this is what has to happen and it's what you want to happen, we just follow the steps on a little piece of paper and the city's saved.
Yes. Felton did it once before.
That guy is super dramatic, though. I mean, I guess you could also
Smarter than
be
him.
pretty dramatic. Okay. Well, can I have the car? I don't have my
Sure.
license, but I could get one. We'll talk
And they,
about
like,
this.
Case is trying.
At least
Trying to
slams some
figure
ingredients on the table.
Talisa's like face is sort of reading like that's your priority right now. My car.
As much as I don't want you to die, because you're probably one of the only people that's actually helped me ever.
It's not. I won't die. I'll still be here. I'll be a ghost. I'll look like I do, but maybe a little more see-through. I'll still do everything that I do. I'll still be here. Just different.
I mean, I came to Dalton. And I hated this town. No offense. But I don't know. I kind of like the idea of you being in charge.
You have to be better than Felton?
Henry Felton, yes.
And I guess, we still hang out or whatever. It's just you're all ghosty this time.
Tilly's nods. Question for the GM. If I become a specter, am I still a vampire or am I just a ghost?
That's an excellent question. Typically,
Uh-oh.
you can only be one thing at a time under normal circumstances. But as multiple of our players are going to find out, certain things can happen with the right ritual, with the right biting.
Double. Back to double everything. And I think, yeah, Talise will just look down at the paper and look back up at the both of you and just say, sorry, I got distracted by your cat in the background. They'll look up and they'll say, we had like 2 hours before Jules comes, so we need to do this now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool ritual montage with awesome music in the background.
Can only
Knock,
seems like
knock.
girls just want to have fun, because that's always the song. Knock. Wait, does that a
Knock,
literal?
You hear knocking Finley at one of your mirrors.
I'll be right back. I walk off and shove my head through a mirror like a normal person.
You shove your head through. Cool. Oh, I didn't expect you to come to me so quick. Grigor stands in front of you in the Feywild. Hello. I was wondering if I could have a word with you and your companions.
Give me a second.
Tied up right now.
And I go back inside of my black onyx mirror.
What is it?
Gregor, Feywild. So these mirrors go to different planes of existence. It's a complicated thing, but I don't know about going to the Feywild. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Are we going to Gregor? I really don't want him in here.
Aren't we a little busy?
Sure. You know what?
We need to do this first.
I stick my head back through the mirror. What do you want?
Oh, I'd like a word.
Well, you get me.
Well, you're not the one I want.
Convince me otherwise.
Do you plan on doing the ritual to bind yourself to the city? You personally? Are you being bound to the city?
What does it matter?
I would like to talk to the person who is being bound to the city.
I speak for that person.
Yeah, that's not going to work here. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for the confusion. But if you could please just let me in, and I'll just have a quick convo and straighten things out a little bit. Make sure people's priorities are in order.
I let you in. The wards will shunt you out if you cause a problem.
Oh, I have my own protections for that. And you see, he has this leather band around his wrists. The magic looks familiar, and things start to make sense now. It didn't make any sense how Grigor was able to come into the city at all, especially if he were coming to trick the person who was banning the trickster fae from the city. But it seems like Grigor has a way to bypass these bans, these wards.
Hold on. Go back inside. He wants to talk to you, Talis.
You all hear a knocking like on a piece of glass. That's just constant.
I think Tully's is already like seated in the chair for the ritual. I think like we've prepped and we're like getting ready. I'm not sure like what the actual ritual is, but I think we're like almost there. We're ready to. I'm assuming I like cut my own flesh or something to like do it. I'm assuming that's what the gist of that is.
You've gotten to the point where all of the ingredients are bound to the knife. There needs to be some words said from both the people who are helping you with this ritual and yourself, and then you need to slice your hand, and it'll be complete. But yeah, the knocking gets a little bit louder, a little bit harder.
What does
He's
he
gonna
want?
he's gonna break that mirror if he keeps going. He wants to talk to you.
Will it work if I do what you did, or does he have to come in here?
You hear 1, 2.
All right. I actually tell the wards to let that mirror down before he breaks it.
Comes through. Oh, thought I was gonna
You
have
are
to
so
make
impatient.
messy a
We
little
were
bit.
just talking about this.
Don't care. Yes, you're about to do the ritual, correct?
What's it to you?
Is there any way that I can convince you not to do the ritual? I don't want to waste anyone's time here.
What's your pitch?
I don't want it to happen. The ritual is the reason why
Explain with 3 or more sentences.
the ritual is why me and my people have been banned from this city for so long, and I would like for them to take their rightful place as the rulers of Dalton, both in the Fae and outside of it.
Talis squints exactly as I'm doing.
So, if there is a way for me to convince you not to do the ritual, I will try to present that to you. Otherwise, I feel like we can skip all of that and I can just skip to killing you. And your little friend's here too.
So this is you just back on your gentrification thing. Did you hear it? It was gentrification, you know. I'm
Wasn't a
because
funny
I'm
joke.
lost on why you think you should rule the city when everyone else's children just live here.
You can still live here. But that doesn't change who's supposed to be ruling it.
And supposed to be, sorry, what? Like according to you?
According to prophecies and decrees above your mere tiny brains.
Okay. Well, sadly, it's our mere tiny brains who set up this ritual, and I don't know what decrees and prophecies are talking about. So we're gonna finish this up, and you can stop threatening us because the last 6 people who did that are in trouble now.
True.
I mean, if they still are.
Well, begins to roll up his sleeves. It's a very good thing that I'm not the last 6 people, and I have been waiting for this a long time, so I'm not taking no for an answer.
Can I spill
No.
just a little bit of juice on the sleeve? Like it's just clear that he cares about this clothing, and I just want to ruin it some.
Some week old coffee.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Stains
gross stuff
never
here.
coming out.
You can do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Um,
just splash a little coffee at an arm. That's it.
He
Um,
looks at
warning.
it. Looks at you. You'll die first then.
I was gonna say that. I have a Tide pen if you get out of here now.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Wait. So, I think Talis will just look at Gregor and just say, I don't think this city needs a ruler. You can, if I am able to do this ritual, we can let the city vote on their mayor, be it you, one of your people, or someone else.
Have you heard of a monarchy situation?
As someone who has studied literature and history extensively, yes.
Cool. Awesome. No voting. Not really up for that. That's not my style, not my speed. People vote, and people vote wrong a lot of the time. So, no, I don't think it's really pertinent to any of us anymore to keep talking about this. I think we should just, you can die, and I will build thrones on your corpses.
I know that he has his fancy bracelet, but is there a way for me to use the wards of the sanctum to try and push him out?
It's gonna be a roll, and if you succeed, it's still gonna have a cost.
Sure. Yeah. Little cost.
We love cost. Unless you have like a specific sanctum roll, I'm gonna say it's gonna be good.
Does Finley have layer actions?
I mean, kind of. But it doesn't say what to roll. It just says that I have these things.
Okay. Well, your stat is spirit, correct? Like that's your main one.
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
big thing.
Okay. Then keep your roll will fit. You keep your cool will fit.
um 7.
Do we still have one more? You can actually, well, bumping it to an 8 doesn't do anything, so never mind.
Big cost.
Yeah.
Shunting him out will cause you're gonna need to divert a lot of energy in your sanctum in order to do it.
Okay.
The same energy that is currently keeping your unconscious brother caged.
Yeah. Of course it is. I try and like activate the wards to push him out, and I feel it hit that limitation, and I just hesitate. I don't think that he can do it.
And in that moment of hesitation, I would like a keep your cool roll from Zaya.
Ooh. He did say.
Up first. Spilling coffee and shit.
That is an 8.
Okay. I think same thing happens again. Amari's going to try to protect you. Do you allow it?
I will allow it this time, yeah. It's the second half of the game, so gotta up the stakes.
With a quickness that you have not seen before you can react as you see a hand coming directly for your chest, you are pushed out of the chair that you're in, and the hand is once again around the throat of your sibling. He cannot move. All right, so last chance. You can either stop this ritual or I break his neck.
I would like to roll to let it out, if possible. With the intent again of using superhuman lupine strength and speed and trying to save my brother.
Yep. Give me that roll.
More than an 8, please.
While this is going on, can I also be channeling?
Yes.
Yay, I can roll.
8. Okay, remind me one more time which one the spirit?
Let it out is spirit, yes.
Spirit, okay. 8, 9.
Okay, so take corruptions. I will tell you how it is costly, limited, or unstable. What are you
I
trying?
got an 11.
Take them channels.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I think primary goal is to free Amari. Secondary goal is to scare the shit out of this person so that they don't attack my friends or my brother again.
Mhm.
I think they would do, again, just like try and knock them off and then pin them to the ground. Again, like we're back in full wolf variant here.
Yeah. I think
Am
you're
I
able to
allowed
get.
try and help?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm just standing there.
You
I'm sitting,
can-
I'm sitting there. I'm sitting
Zaya, you
here.
rolled a 9, correct?
Yes.
Okay, if you successfully lend a hand, Talis, that'll bump it to a 10.
Woo woo.
So you're gonna roll with Knight.
Hold on. Has Zaya ever directly asked me for help? Have you ever asked me for help?
Like in the game or just ever in life?
Yeah, in the fiction of the game so far.
Um,
Because if you have, then you are in my web, and then I can get an additional +1 to lending a hand.
I feel. Let's see. I feel like at some point you drove my brother and me somewhere or something. I don't know if I asked for that necessarily. There was an impliement of help.
The requirements to enter my web is so low because it's supposed to be really easy for me to trap people.
I feel like I would
So it
already be
says-
in your, like, even without having even without outside of the fiction of the game, just because the relationship that they have would like imply webship.
I would say yes.
Okay, cool. So I get a +1 to lend a hand. Where? Oh, here it is. Roll with their circle. What's your circle?
Knight.
Nice.
I just bumped that up too, so this is gonna be great. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Okay.
Okay. I rolled shit, but let me do math really quick. Okay, I got an 8. To lend a hand. And yeah, I'm gonna save my reroll for, I assume, whatever you're gonna make me roll for this ritual thing. So I'm gonna save that. We do have one more. We have one more in the pool to.
But the
raise
8
it
won't
up.
take
won't
you
bump it to a
anywhere.
10.
Yeah.
But to a 9, but I also have +1 forward from my feeding earlier.
Oh.
So I could get a 10.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah. So I'm going to use our last modifier and then use my forward so that I get a 10 to help you.
With that, full success on both fronts. Amari is knocked into one of the other mirrors, not into, but falls into it and just slides down to the ground. As Zaya, you are not in wolf form, but you have Grigor pinned fully. And you see him like start, I think Talis probably sees him start to try to pull something. And Talis, what do you do to stop him?
Can I turn back into the giant raven and grab him somehow? Like, use the talons to, like, pin him against a wall. Sorry, Finley, your already messy sanctum's gonna get a lot more messy because my wings going everywhere.
I'm the one that let him inside. It's my fault.
Because like there's coffee, there's fur, there's feathers. Like it's
a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
He's fully pinned. Finley, you have channeled. What are you doing?
Gonna start by so the shielding ability, it says like a small area I can give everyone a +1 to armor. Do you think the sanctum is small enough? Great, then it's both, well, it's all 3 of us plus Amari and Luca.
+1.
Everyone gets creepy onyx goo thrown at them, and now you are slightly armored again.
Is that in addition to the other one, or did that one disappear?
The other one disappeared at the end of that scene.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, so my dress is fine, and now I'm a bird, and it's fine.
You're a shiny blackbird. It looks like oil is all over you, but yeah.
Aw. Like one of those penguins in the sad oil pool.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I
Oh.
look like an ad. I look like a
for
fucking
Tide
PETA
or for
ad.
Dawn. It's Dawn dish soap. I'm like, look how gentle this is on this vampire duck.
It won't hurt Talis, and nor will it hurt your lovely hands. By now.
It will
my
be like
God.
$7.99 a bottle though. So
Mm-hmm.
Order now. It's $6.99.
I feel bad calling it dawn though, because you're a vampire. It feels wrong.
Dust.
Dusk. Dusk.
He's pinned. He is fighting your grasp. What do y'all do? He's still
Can I-
alive. He still has the bracelet on.
Dig my talons in. I'm assuming I'm holding his shoulders.
Mhm.
Can I like dig my claws into him?
Yeah, turn to violence.
Try to get him to stop moving. Oh wow, turn to violence. I think that's the first time I'm doing that.
We all get to do it.
Oh, come back. Go in my box. All right. Do I have a thing for violence? I do not. Okay. So some of the vampire moves say like instead of rolling with this stat, roll with this one instead. So I was just checking. Do some math. Blood. I got a 7.
Okay.
Not too bad.
I think as you dig the talons in, you do 2 harm to him, but you feel something start to like creep into your talons.
Ew.
And you're gonna take 1 harm, armor piercing in return.
How does the armor work in this game?
If a hit doesn't have armor piercing, then like one damage will do nothing, 2 damage will do 1, so on and so forth.
Ah, but this is armor piercing.
Yes.
Okay. I have taken the harm. I think I'm gonna yell at the 2 of you to fucking stab him. Don't we have the ghost? Or
we've got a whole
we have all, a
slew
bunch
of
We
of
have a
knives.
whole array of knives.
just all
Double
of them.
them.
I think
poking there.
I think Talis is like struggling to like keep him down, and I think they just like caw at the 2 of you. Bird noises, yeah.
Like, bird noise.
Yeah, there we go. They'll caw at the 2 of you, just like stab him, like I can't hold him much longer.
Then at that, I'm gonna try and stab him with the big fancy soul sword.
Yeah, I too would like to roll to stab with just whatever's remaining.
Double team him.
Let me get 2 turn from violence rolls then. Turn to violence.
I was like, no, this will be turning toward violence.
Yeah.
Turn away. I turn away.
Oh, well, buddy.
Better than I did.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
That is because I have a fancy thing I'm rolling with spirit. It cost me though. That's okay. That's a 13.
Me too.
Perfect.
Oh, dang.
Stab
Holy
this guy
shit.
so hard.
Wait, I'm just gonna say it's because I was holding him down.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh my god.
How do y'all kill him?
I like to think of it like if this was like an anime. It's that like the jagged spike down the middle of the screen, like separating both our faces, and they zoom in. And we say something, which I guess it could just be like critical threat for now.
Critical threat.
And then there's a lot of like flipping through the air, and the background is all like streaks of light, and Zaya's just gonna poke a little. I don't know, the vampire dagger's gone, so
We do have the ghost knife
Yeah,
that I'm
we
sure I
ghost
left
knife
out on
and
the
the
table.
soul
sword.
Yeah.
so Zaya will flip by, grab that ghost knife, and just plunge it right on into wherever a spine is on the Fae, just boop.
Um,
And then possibly reach out a hand for Finley to do some extra flippings. Or just like to
Finley.
toss them into the air.
Savages.
who has definitely done any of that ever.
Your
like
parkour classes.
scrapes this terrifying knife thing across the ground as he gets up, and it like draws in more of the dark magic in the room to mix in with its horrible shadow magic, and just comes up and like launches himself forward with Zaya's help and stabs through this horrible fae.
And I think as the two of them stab him, Talis finally lets go with their talons because there's some bad something. Like it's like icy hot cold. Like it's not a good feeling. And I think they let go and like collapse on the ground from the harm that they took. And I think like the both of us fall, both Gregor and Talis fall together.
Yeah. I think you all see the when the soul scarring blade goes in, you see him look down at it and the color drain from his face from white to gray to black, as with the rest of his body, as he disintegrates into the floor.
Into dust into the floor, or like sinks through the floor?
Into dust at first, and then almost like a vacuum cleaner with a nozzle attachment. This soul sword, the soul scarring sword, Jesus,
Soul sword.
pulls in that dust and brings it into itself.
Talis sneezes before that happens.
Bless you. Everyone good or mostly good?
Elise, you all right?
I, I think when I sneeze, there's a whole burst of feathers. and and when the feathers clear, I'm laying there and I just like pick myself up, dust myself off. Meow, I know.
Rigby.
And and just shake off once more as like all the last little bits of bird disappear. And Talis says, I'm fine, but we need to do this right now before anyone else tries to pull shit.
All right.
I'm gonna sit back down in the chair.
So, here's what needs to happen for this first ritual. Talis, you are binding your soul to that of Dalton City, which honestly is simple enough. The hard part is not losing yourself in it. So, what I need from your companions first, I need you to tell me how you are making sure that Talis is still Talis, what you say to them, what you do, how you check in on them. How do you make sure that this does not consume them?
I think I have a book from the library that Talise has their name on. It's just like I have a bunch of books and crap around this whole place, and I just put it like on, like right next to them on the table.
Meow.
Just inexplicably, like all the time, a cat. He sets down the book. You kept me anchored, and I know that this city is your strengths. So maybe I can help remind you why we're doing this, where you belong.
I think Zaya, for their part, is just going to sit as close or crouch, whatever, be as close as they can to Talis without messing up any ritual things, and just be talking to them, just like how they met and why they hang out and all that sort of stuff. Just okay, so I know that you think you have to do this, and I guess it's pretty cool because if I had to pick someone to like run the city or be the city, it would be you because you know lots of stuff about the city, like where to find good books and also good coffee and sometimes decent ice cream, even though you don't really eat any of those things except maybe the books, I guess. Not that you're technically eating them, you're consuming. I don't know how I would have gotten through this last year without you. So even though I know things have to change, I think the best way for any of that to happen is for you to go. But that also means stay here and there's a police car right outside, and stay stable and grounded. So I hope you hear all of this and do the thing, but also don't not. The point is, thank you, Talise. I don't know if I've ever said that before, so I wanted to say it now. Gosh, I hope it's not too late. Sincerely, Zaya Gray. And verbal sign off.
And is that does that encompass their bits for this ritual?
Yes.
Is the only thing left to draw blood?
Yes, but I do require something of you as you do that.
Uh-huh.
The ritual accepts that you want to do this. It accepts that these people are trying to keep you as yourself. And one last question before it completes, to make sure you are ready to take on the mantle that is Dalton City. What are you protecting? Who are you protecting? And why are you protecting them?
I think Tully's. Is this something like in the fiction that is spoken aloud?
You can, definitely.
Okay. So I think as the two of you recount what the both of you say, Tully's readies the knife over their hand, and they look at the two of you and they say, no matter what happens, if this fails, or if I disappear and go away, fade away, I hope they know that I tried my hardest to protect this city and all who live in it, everyone who has found this place to be a home, my students, past, present, everyone. This is for everyone. And I do this because I love this city with all of my heart. Or what's left of it, anyways. And I think they're gonna cut themselves.
You cut, and for the first time in a very long time, you bleed. For a moment, you're confused. You're not sure what is supposed to happen next. The ritual doesn't really specify the visuals, and it's silent, so quiet in Finley Sanctum. You feel a cold at first into your lungs, spread through your chest, out to your fingertips and your toes, almost reaching the top of your head until finally, in a not as much an explosion as just a reverberation of a boom coming from you and going out through the sanctum, through downtown, through the entirety of Dalton. You feel your body collapse, but your physicality is still there, still sitting in the chair, still watching your friends. And you feel a heartbeat. Not just your heartbeat, but that of the city, beating in time with you. You are now the gatekeeper. No one may enter Dalton without your permission.
I think the first thing Talis says, after feeling this really strange sensation of a heartbeat, they look down and then they look up at the two of you, and they just, did it work? I feel strange.
Then maybe?
Yeah.
I will say the two of you do see the body like slumped over.
Oh, cool.
While
Yeah.
Talis is talking.
Well, that for one.
And I look down at myself. And I just Talis's mouth forms a little like, oh, I'm not dead.
What's it feel like?
I can feel everything. The soul of the city, its heartbeat, I can feel it. I can feel it. And I think they just like, I don't think you can tell if it's out of happiness or sadness or what emotion they're experiencing, but I think they just tear up.
Does this mean you can or can't go back to Wendy's? Just after like 4, they have the 50% off. So
Well, can you feel Jules?
Can I feel Jules?
You feel at the sound of her name a knocking. You know
Like,
it's Jules.
um, like a knocking, like on a door here, or
On a door, yes, it's kind of like psychically there. You don't physically feel it, but in your head you can feel and hear it.
ah, I think the both of you see Tilly's like scrunch their face up. What do I look like? Am I like spectral and see through and glowy now?
You it depends. You can have physicality, you can have sound, and you can be seen. But it sort of like interchanges. There's sort of a dance between the three senses that happens where only two are active at the same time. So every once in a while, you'll see Talis fade out and then fade back in. And you haven't tried to pick something up yet, but unless you're focusing on like having physical form, you will pass through things.
Um, I think Tully's like you see them as they try to like sit or stand from the chair, and um they try to like touch something, and their like hand passes through it, and um like Jules knocks again, and their face scrunches up again, and you see that sort of as they flicker in and out. And I think out loud they'll just say what?
Like entry.
What did you say? Sorry.
I'm trying to come in. Is what
Not
Jules
gonna
says.
happen.
Yeah.
So you don't want no Wendy's.
No, it's Jules in my head. She wants in to
That's not okay.
this city. And I think like just inwardly, like within my head,
Mhm.
I'm going to focus my energy on trying, because I know she's pulled me into her brain or into her mind
Mhm.
to try and do the same thing to her.
Mhm.
And as a fun little callback, I want to go back to that same like table that we were
Yeah.
at the first time I got pulled in, and there's like a little like shimmery mirror esque like thing barrier dividing the two of us. Um, Instead of her seated next to me, I imagine we're seated at the opposite ends of this really long table.
Yeah.
Um, and so like I think Talise disappears so that they can concentrate on this. Um, and I think I want to do that cool thing where you like your chair is like turned around, and then you can turn around in your chair.
Yeah.
And Talise like folds their hands just in front of them and just says, "This is the last time I am ever going to entertain you. What do you want? I am not letting you in here."
You know,
Not this time.
Every time you people who live in the material say these definitive statements about what you will and won't do, everyone has a price, Talis. Everyone has something that they need. I won't stop until I'm reunited with my child.
And I'm going to go back to the other offer that we all said before, where you talk to your kid and see what he wants. And if he doesn't want you, I cannot help you there. But if you won't talk to him, there's nothing I can do.
Okay.
Okay.
I will leave your city be for now. I will figure out how to commune with my son.
If he wants to talk to you, I can even help arrange that for the two of you. Should that be something you want?
Should he want me there, will you allow it?
Yes. And if not Dalton, any other city can host you too.
Is that a deal?
If everything works out. Yes. But I'm not going to give you my word or bind myself to anything. I can't promise anything, is what I'm saying.
You're strong and you're smart.
Talis smiles at that. And I think they just say, I had to be. Make it this far.
I think with one last smile in your direction, you watch as Jules stands up from the table, turns around, and walks away. The darkness enveloping around her.
Mm-hmm.
While Talis is away, Finley, you hear some stirring from the cage. Your brother doesn't seem to be awake yet, but seems to be coming to a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Zaya, you keep an ear out for her. I'm gonna take care of this. And I go over with the spooky sword. And I think I bring stuff that I think will help. And I don't want him to wake up, so I'm not going to wait any longer. I'm going to try and do it.
Tell me, the essence of this ritual is, it's like a delicate surgery where you have to separate what is unhealthy cells from the healthy cells. How do you identify what is Luca and what is the Revenant?
I think looking at him laying there, he looks a lot more like I'm used to, like how I remember. He doesn't have that arrogant look on his face. And I start by trying to picture the like nights that we would just stay up talking all night, and even when he moved away, the phone calls that we would share, and thinking about our parents. And then I started thinking about dividing this revenant from him, and I remember that we're a mirror of each other. And I go looking for all the pieces of this familiar image because it's also me.
As you picture this, it's almost like the knife does the work itself, or the blade. You don't have to point it at Luca or even bring it near Luca. As it tunes into you, you see the shadows move in the direction of Luca and sort of begin to pull something away. As Talis, you return to your body, all of you see what comes out. You really just see this maybe black goop that has these two glowing red eyes in the middle of it that is right now being pulled by the smoke of the sword, but also seems to be trying to lash out in whatever way it can at whatever it can. Finley, I need to keep your cool roll. Take one forward.
Okay.
From me.
I rolled a 12 on the die.
Oh, yes.
Perfect.
Finally. Yay.
And that is with the one forward, and my +3 is actually a 16.
Extreme success, yeah.
Extreme.
Wow.
You see in one final act of desperation, this slime creature, whatever it is that has latched itself onto your sibling, lashes out at you. How do you stop it?
I not even looking at it. I'm so focused on these thoughts that seem to be guiding the soul blade. And it goes to lash out, and it passes right through me. It doesn't even hit me. There's nothing to hit.
Using its last bit of energy to do this, it has no choice but to also retreat into the blade that continues to whisper almost excitedly at the new sustenance that it has received. You see Luca cough. The eyes flutter. Finley?
And just still kind of gross. I'm gonna just drop to my knees and wrap my arms around my brother.
Oh shit. Okay. Ooh. Hi, you two. Uh, and you, Amari. How did we win?
For now, yeah. Talise?
I think like just for comedic effect, when when he asks, "Did we win?" Talisa's body in the chair that slumped over falls to the ground with a thump. Um, and I think at that point, Talise returns from their little shindig uh with Jules, and they materialize just kind of next to you, Finley, and they just say, I think they just let out an audible sigh as they appear next to you. Luca, are you okay?
Tired. Really tired. Kind of cold too. Damn. Do you not turn the heater on in this place, Finley? Jesus.
So are you like not an asshole anymore? I don't think that you can give me that look. You were such a jerk for so long. And I've only known you for like 36 hours.
You tried to kill me too.
There was that.
We'll get there.
I say that as like a ghost.
Yeah.
Has anyone told her about the? He points at his neck, gesturing towards you, Zaya.
Oh, shit. Is that going to be like a thing? Wait, how? What? How?
I think Talise. Now I can float. I float over to you, and I want to take a look at it. In this world, Eli, when you get bit by a vampire, does that turn you, or is there an additional ritual bit needed to turn somebody?
Typically not immediately. However, you look at this wound, and I think just being in tune with how vampires are and what it looks like when the venom has set in. The venom set in almost immediately, it seems. Maybe Will had something going on, but definitely some vampirism running through them veins.
I think Talise will you hear them click their tongue a couple times as they sort of like flutter in and out of the visuals. They just oh, Will got you. Where
Real
there's a will,
vampire.
where there's a will, there's a way. Oh fuck.
Oh.
And and I think like they just like float around you and come back to in front of you. And they're just like, well, you're going to be like me, I guess.
I think you hear Amari just like laughing from the side.
Okay,
Got your ass.
you shut up, first of all. Second, do I have to be like a professor now? Because I really don't like reading.
No, 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 not like that. Like
Great.
the feeding part.
Oh, cool. But I can still go to Wendy's.
Yes, you will still be able to. I enjoyed food. You've seen me eat.
I honestly sometimes don't know. It's because like when we were at the Wendy's, you didn't even know what you wanted, and I was like, "Have they ever
Well,
had
I was
spicy
full. I
nugs?"
fed on 3 people tonight,
Fair.
or
Okay,
4.
good
I
to
don't know. I
know.
lost count. I usually don't eat that much.
Yeah, I'll start taking notes. I guess in the meantime, at least everyone's dead, or mostly dead.
Well, I feel the very heartbeat of this city inside me. And according to the ritual, I think that means it worked. And I am now Dalton's gatekeeper. Just sorry, I just thought
I didn't hear it
gatekeep,
until you
gaslight,
just said
girl
it.
boss.
Yes! Their
Oh,
transformation is complete.
yeah, you've heard of magical girl transformations. Now get ready for.
Please, dear God. I think with that, the camera begins to pan out, looking over all the individuals in this room. I think we see side by sides of everyone from when we started at a funeral and where we are now after so much carnage, so much fear. Everyone in different stages of disarray, but somehow still at least a little bit smiling. People were reunited. People were able to protect their homes. And now people are able to figure out what happens next. Something that Dalton wasn't going to be able to say. But now, with a gatekeeper in place and others protecting it, the future of Dalton is intact. And with that, the end of our story.
Ah!
Ah!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Eli, that was wonderful.
Yay.
Oh, what a game.
What a
Um,
game.
I'm gonna say some outro stuff, but first we're gonna go around and do outros. Fuck. Tell everyone who you are, what you do. Follow these amazing, awesome people, please, dear God. They're the best. We're gonna go in reverse order, starting with Izzy.
Hi, I'm Izzy. I have been Zaya Gray, the Wolf Playbook, and this is such a delightful, fun thing. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Eli. That was amazing. So fun. Just so proud of you, my teeny tiny baby. Great. I'm gonna miss everyone so much. I am on Twitter at Z_mist, miss the Y because fantasy, which is where I do most of my things. You can find me, I can now say, Mondays on this channel for Mind and Murder.
Oh.
It's been a minute. Wednesdays, podcast, anywhere you get your podcasts, Hot Against the Machine for a Pathfinder AP, and then occasional Saturdays on TTRPG. With a masks game. Thanks. I'm gonna miss everyone. You're so great. Never change. Okay, bye.
Oh. This was you guys
You're
are
saying
great.
bye like we're never gonna play together.
I
again.
know.
I'll
I
never
need
see
another
you
game.
again.
Ever again.
Another game. Another game.
I have been Kai Finley. Oh, this has been so delightful. You can find me on all social media platforms as Estelle of Imladris. In the fall, I will be joining Mercs of Mischief, Avalor Knights, running a 5e adventure for them for the remainder of the year. And just announced today, I've had a podcast in the works with a group of friends of mine called The Lore Brewery. And The Lore Brewery will be launching later this year. So stay tuned for that. And then hopefully I'll be back with these wonderful people sometime because this was perfect. Thank you, Eli, and you guys for being such great fellow players and for Friends Who Roll Dice. You guys are great.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this. I am Jay. I use they them pronouns. I have played Talis M, Wang. Um, and this game has been phenomenal. Thank you so much, Eli. Thank you, Friends Who Roll Dice, for having us, and for Tara for doing our tech. Thank you so much. Mwah. Um. Oh, geez, what do I do? I'm on Twitter at Nalawu and at NalaDraws. I am a professional illustrator and art director working in tabletop. I'm also a voice actor, sensitivity reader, and cultural consultant. I also do this actual play stream performers and general tabletop content creator. What other streams? If you want to see me on another long-term game, I am playing through the Call of the Netherdeep module over on Lore Everlasting. It's a game called Visions of Gold. I am playing a super tall, super buff Triton ancestral guardian barbarian. But they're actually a cartographer. That's their job. And that game is Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern over on twitch.tv/The Lady May. We're actually not going to be playing next week, but the week after that, we will be resuming with episode 3. So you actually haven't missed much. We just literally dived because we're doing water stuff right now, but we just dived right into it, so it's pretty easy to catch up on where we are. Really quickly, I'm gonna plug projects. I was an artist on the Adventuring Artist Tarot deck, which I have here still from the last time I showed this. But these are tarot cards for the major arcana featuring artists in the tabletop community. This is my card. I did the moon. And this was my first project of anything like this with Die Hard Dice. You can buy this on Die Hard Dice's website. I was also a Dice affiliate last month, so I have a dice set that's like my own dice set on Die Hard Dice's website called Ember Soul Pool. It comes with the print that I did, and that's the only place you'll be able to get that print. Oh gosh, what else? Uncaged Goddesses. That's tier 4 adventures for D&D. Also Coyote and Crow. I think that's it. Thank you so much. This was wonderful. And I'm gonna cry now.
Whew. So before I do my stuff, I want to first of all say thank you so much to a lot of people. First of all, I want to say thank you, Brito and Danny, who weren't able to stick with us for the whole thing, but still made this game so amazing. Follow both of them. They're amazing people doing amazing things, and you want to be involved in all of their stuff and all of everyone here's stuff. So definitely follow them. Additionally, thank you, Tara, for doing our tech. Has been very easy to work with and very much has calmed my nerves when it came to running this game. So thank you so much. Also, thank you to Mur, who did our overlays. Also, thank you overall to Friends Who Roll Dice for taking a chance on me, a person who has never GM'd on stream before. You had no
This was
evidence
your
that I was
first?
good. Yes.
What? No way.
You had
No way.
they ran with
Oh
this
my
with zero
God.
evidence. So I could have been a fool. I could have been a deceiver, but I wasn't, thankfully.
You did so good.
You
Holy
played
shit.
plenty of them, but you were not.
So thank you, Friends Who Roll Dice, for having us and for letting us run this show here. It's been amazing. It's been awesome. If you're ever trying to get into streaming stuff, Friends Who Roll Dice is definitely where you want to do it. They've just been amazing to work with. And then thank you to all of you who showed up and watched, everyone who came for an episode, everyone who came for 5 minutes, everyone who rated, everyone who subbed, everyone who donated, all of that stuff. I am so glad that this show did as well as it did. But I would have been just as happy if one person showed up, because it was an amazing opportunity, and we told an amazing story together. Fuck.
Storytelling with friends.
Storytelling with friends. And with that, I'm going to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Eli. I use they them pronouns. I've been your MC for No Peace and Death. You can find me on Twitter at Reliable Elliot. That's where I tweet about everything that I'm doing and all the random thoughts that I have about TTRPG stuff. Like I literally tweeted right before this show, Western Cowboy Urban Shadows. And now apparently that's a thing that I'm going to be doing. That's a thing that I'm going to be trying to make happen. Also trying to make happen a Fear Itself game over on Start Playing Games that is going to be based off of The Thing. If you've ever seen that horror movie, just because it's a dream that I have. But I have a lot of things in the works right now, a lot of things that I'm working on rolling out probably after Pride Month, because Pride Month is busy and I got Juneteenth. So it's gonna Pride Month's gonna be a time, and you'll be able to see everything that I'll be on through my Twitter and through all my socials or whatever. So definitely follow me there. Definitely hit me up if you have anything that you any questions that you have, or if you want to hire me, as I am a professional GM.
Hire them.
You can do all of that through my Twitter at Reliable Elliot. Just follow there and you'll get to know me. With that, last things last, announcements. Just scroll to my sheet. This Saturday, you can catch once again the A stream at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Monday, you can catch The Mind and the Martyr at 9 p.m. Eastern. That features the lovely, lovely Izzy. So yeah, this has been No Peace and Death. An amazing show, an amazing story, an amazing cast, an amazing channel. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for donating. Thank you for spending time with us. And I think with that, we're going to say goodbye.
Bye.